Hey everybody, welcome to Music Theory Part 12.
Hello everybody, welcome to Music Theory Part 12.
So in this class, very exciting, we are going to finish what is typically my second semester of college music theory. So we're going to get through everything that you do in your second semester in the US system of music theory in college. Now, there are 4 semesters usually total. So we're not at the end. We're actually only at the halfway point. This is a huge topic. People get PhDs in music theory, right? So the typical music major in the American system has to have 4 semesters of music theory. And this wraps up semester number 2. So in this class, we're going to be talking about sequences. We're going to start off talking about sequences, spend a lot of time on sequences. That's kind of like patterns. And what we're going to start to see here is the way we analyze music theory less literally, right? We're getting less literal. And what that means is not chord, and putting a label on every single chord, but looking at bigger patterns of chords, groups of chords, and maybe coming up with an analysis that makes more sense for how the whole thing is working in kind of bigger chunks. It's kind of like we've been reading words up till now, and now we're going to start reading sentences, right? Like that's kind of how sequences work. Not to be confused with like sentences and things that we talked about in phrasing. And then after phrasing, we're going to talk about secondary dominance. This is something that we've talked a tiny bit about here and there in some of the other classes, but in this one, we're going to get deep into it and really explain what they are and how to use them. Secondary dominance is a broad term for a couple different things, and we're going to go over all of those in the second half of this class. So, hope you're ready to dive in. This is a good class. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty happy with it. So let's dive in and get started. You know, it can be a sequence consisting of just the melody, where the only melodic thing that's happening here, or the only sequential thing that's happening here, is the melody. That's not what we have here because we have this accompaniment in it. Okay, so it's not just the melody. 5th sequence, that's what we're looking at here, and that's going to be the first big harmonic sequence that we're going to look at. This has been called the strongest progression in tonal music, meaning, so we're saying, okay, congratulations, A, you are now tonic. And then by the next chord, we're saying, no, okay, we're taking that back. That's tonicization. Very brief change. However, what we're starting to get into is modulation. Now, modulation is what's going on here. What's my chord? This is the triad. So I'm on an E major chord. Oh, it makes good sense. Because A minor here, the 5 of that is E major. So we're just on a 5 of 6 here. Okay? One thing you can do is just spot that leading tone, G sharp, our key signature, to B flat. I'm going to put that in there just so that we see it a little more explicitly. So this is B flat. So that gets us a half diminished chord built on 2 because it's built on E. So in the key of D.